You are now listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Season 5. Chill! Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. General YPG, and the Premier Boy Podcast. And welcome to another new episode of the Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Hope all is well. And on this episode, I got my special guest. This is the last guest for 2021, y'all. The last guest of the year. And you know, she is an entrepreneur. She is an author. She is a podcast host with a podcast show called For a Change Be Bold. And we're going to talk to her about many things, y'all, and many more. And, you know, this was a dope interview, y'all. Y'all definitely going to enjoy it. And also, stay to the end of the show because we got a treat for y'all. We got a giveaway for y'all. Just listen to the end of the show. And sit back, relax, and I'll be right back.
This is Laquita from the Queen and Me podcast, and you're listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And at this time, I will be giving y'all the Mr. Gentleman Facts quote of the day. And today's quote of the day is, you got to go through some no before you get that yes. And what I mean by that is, sometime in life, you got to go through no's before you get that yes. Sometimes many people, it take years to get them that one yes, but that doesn't mean that you give up. So always remember, y'all, do not give up until you get that yes. And that is today, Mr. Gentleman Facts quote of the day. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, and I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And this commercial break is brought to you by Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. On Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, we interview many guests about their life journey, pretty much where they come from and where they at now. Also promoting their brands or whatever they're doing at the time they come on the show. We also have the host talk about personal stories about himself and everything that he's been through. And also we have fun conversation about anything music, anything old school, relationships, wrestling, and many more. And y'all can tune in to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays at 12 a.m. We are also on every Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Spin-Off Series Thursdays, where we have all of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast spin-off series all in one day, where we have a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. The Old School Show with myself and the Star Riding Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursday at 12 a.m. And y'all can tune in to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, The Pods, and many more. Or y'all can check it out on the official website of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com. And tune in every Sundays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to this commercial break of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast back to your regularly scheduled program. Cheer!
My name is Annakay Hutchinson, and you're listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Yes, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And at the time, I could special guest. She is an entrepreneur. She is an author. She also have a podcast show called Be Chained for Change, Be Bold. We got Annakay Hutchinson in the building. Annakay, how you doing?
I am doing great, and thank you for having me on your show today. I am so excited to do this and to talk with your audience and to share more with them about, the podcast and, my service and what I do. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, and welcome to the show. And she's also part of the co-op crew, the yes. co-op committee, shout out to Angelica and Cooper Creepin. But welcome to the show. And we're going to start off with, where are you from?
So I'm in Las Vegas right now, but I'm from Jamaica. So I lived in Jamaica for 16 years and then I moved to Vegas. So I moved here in 2012. And I know a lot of people, they questioned me the first time when they hear like, what are you doing here? Like in the desert, you're from like a tropical climate and you're here in the hot Vegas. Like there are two different things that doesn't even coincide, right? But, my family moved here, and so I moved to Vegas, and I love Vegas. I love it.
Nice. I ain't gonna lie. Vegas is one place I always want to go, so that's like on my wish list. So
you
Vegas
should come.
nice. So if you could describe yourself with one word, what would that word be and why?
Resilient. That would be that word. It's just being able to pick yourself back up after anything, and that's who I am. I mean, it doesn't matter how many no's I get. I'm still going to push forward. I'm still going to be resilient, and I'm still going to fight to the end. And I mean, you have certain things you have to let go and know that it's the end and it's not going to work out. But I think personally for me, it's like, if I know I have it in me to do it, I'm going to push towards doing it. And I'm going to fight until, it's like, I can't do it anymore. So, yeah.
Nice. Good choice. So let's talk about you growing up. Like, how was you growing up? Let's talk about your beginning of life, I should say.
Oh, yeah. So growing up, lived with both parents, my siblings. We lived in Jamaica. Close net people we are like, each other, look out for each other. So when I moved here to Vegas, and it was like different, where I'm calling to my neighbors and they're looking at me like, why are you talking to me? It was just a difference, right? Because I wasn't used to that. I was used to the environment where I walk outside, my neighbor is there. I'm like, hey, good morning. And we're having that conversation. So growing up, I would say that I experienced a more community knit environment that I was in. And so everyone looked out for each other. And my family was always there. They're still here, supporting me 100%. So I would say my upbringing was always centered around family, always centered around supporting each other and being there for them. Yeah.
That is amazing. And how all that you've been through made you the person that you are today?
It made me the person who I am today. Growing up in Jamaica, third world country, right? And moving here, you see the different changes and you see how much of, what I grew up in, the lifestyle I lived back then, is so different right now because, not a lot of kids there have everything that they need. And so when I was growing up in Jamaica, I didn't have every single thing that I need. And so it pushed me to want to, gain more, to learn more so that I can have a legacy at the end of the day for my kids when I have them. And so that it helped me to know that, hey, this is my upbringing. This is where I was from, with limited resources. But now I have a lot right here and I can use those to pivot my life to the point that I want to go.
Nice. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So in 2017, you started your business called For Change Be Bold. Like, tell us how that started, how the idea came together, and how you came up with the name, because that's a dope name, by the way.
Okay, so the story behind this is that For Change Be Bold wasn't the name originally. It was called Youth Stand Up. And the whole purpose was to give back to youths. So I wanted to provide a platform where I could give back monetarily to youths at the end of the summer break. So like Jamaica, I wanted to give back to, the youths there. And so that's how the whole concept around For Change Be Bold started, was to, give back. And so in 2017, I decided that I was going to do, collect donations to give back to youths. And it didn't plan out the way I wanted to. But I actually got the opportunity in 2019, which I did a back to school drive, give out backpacks to local youth here in Las Vegas. And we also did a blanket drive for the Las Vegas Partnership for Homeless Youths. So we collect blankets, over 60 something blankets, and we gave it back to the community. And so the purpose of it was to actually give back to youths and to push into youths that they're capable of doing anything they want. And I love the youths. I believe that, hey, if we grow our youths in the right way, then our future is going to look great. We can't leave them out, because guess what? We need them to make our future better, right?
That's true. Yeah,
and they are the next generation. So we have to think about the fact that we have to start looking out for them. And so many youths, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're from. Every single youth needs someone to be there for them, to help them, to support them, and just to show them that, hey, it doesn't matter how many times you felt let down by your family, your friends, people around you telling you can't do this, you're able to do it. And so that was the passion. And then For Change Be Bold, the name came from, just like thinking about what I wanted and how I wanted to push forward. And then For Change, which is, if you want to make change, you have to be bold in your stance. And so that's how the name came about. It's just me thinking about what's the direction that I want to go. And every single step of the way is just being bold. And that's how the name came about. And then the podcast. So the podcast. We'll get to the podcast. But before we get to the podcast, I just want to say that y'all doing amazing things right now. We need more program. We need more program to do more for the youth. So that's the fact that you're doing it. That's amazing. So keep doing your thing. Like I said at the beginning, that name is dope. I like the name. Thank you.
Dope. And also, so you mentioned we got the podcast to it with the same name. But before we talk about the podcast itself, what made you want to go that route? Becoming a podcaster.
Oh, so I didn't even, it was just one of those. Okay, so I was listening to a podcast episode actually, and I was listening to someone sharing how they started their podcast. And I literally was just at home sitting, and I'm like, I like to talk, but not every single time I like to be in front of the camera, right? And so I was just like, it's the perfect way for me to share what I want to share, but don't have to have the camera and everyone staring at me or looking at me. Yeah. And that's how I was just like, hey, I'm going to start the podcast right there and then. So I started a podcast with no direction, really. It wasn't anything where I'm like, okay, I had this planned out. Let's get it, going. And as soon as I get into it, learn more about it, that's how I started planning out, like, okay, this is what I want to do. And this is the direction I want to take with the podcast. So, yeah.
Yeah, kind of the same thing. Because when I started my show, I had no direction as well. So it basically was like a grow as you go.
Exactly. Yeah,
so I could definitely relate to that.
I mean, I feel like it's the best things that you can do is when you just lead with just going at it. Because if you think too much into it, that's when you're going to start thinking, hey, I'm not going to do this because I can't do it. Or you're going to have all these negative thoughts coming at you. But if you just say, hey, I'm going to just do it, you find that it works out way better. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now let's talk about the podcast, For Change Be Bold. Like when did you started it? Tell us about it and the idea and everything about it.
So I started For Change Be Bold in 2019. So I started March of 2019, yes. And so I started the podcast from my in my closet. So that's where I started the podcast. And I just started off by just going over stuff that I've learned previously and what I've known and just sharing stuff like that. And so a couple of the episodes will talk about, goal setting and how to set goals and, any pertaining to goals. And those are the things that I learned previously. And I was like, oh, I'm going to start sharing that. And then the direction to just start interviewing entrepreneurs became a thing of the podcast. So as I said before, I started a podcast not thinking what direction I wanted to go or where I wanted to go. But then more and more I realized, hey, this podcast could be for entrepreneurs just to share what they have done to get to the place that they're at. And so For Change Be Bold birthed to, form this community to, take entrepreneurs to the next level, to showcase their brand, their services. And I have talked to so many incredible people who literally started out the same way I did. They just had the idea, they just ran with the idea, and now they're business owners. So yeah.
Yeah, and I know I heard your podcast show, and it's a dope show. It gives a lot of good information about entrepreneurship and stuff like that. I enjoying it, and I know everybody else could enjoy it. So I would let my audience know, where can I listen to your podcast show?
So you can listen to the podcast show on Anchor.fm. So you can go on there, and we have Spotify, we have Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. So pretty much you can even tell Alexa to play the podcast. So there you go. So the podcast is everywhere that you want to listen to it. And you can listen also on our website. So if you go to www.forchangepeople.com, then you can also listen to the podcast there.
Okay, nice. So if you had any dream guests who want on your show, who would you want on your show? Like any dream guests that you want? If you have a top 3, anybody you want?
So I thought about this, right? And I have a few people who I want to interview on the show. And I was just thinking, how do I narrow this down? So I have to go to the 3 people who literally was at the front from the get-go. And so Nicole Walters, she is the founder of Inherit Learning. I'm not sure if you know her, but she is very outspoken. She's bubbly, and her personality just give you that welcoming spirit. And I'm like, oh, I really want her on the podcast. And then I have Nicole Campbell. So Nicole Campbell is from Jamaica. She is the founder of AIM Educational Services. And so it's a program where she helps youth in Jamaica get overseas to complete their studies. And so I wanted to talk to her also on the podcast. And then the last person I want to talk to is Erica Campbell. So, if you know anything about me, I'm all about gospel. I love my gospel. I love my root is, the church and everything like that. So I'm big, and I love her music and I love her spirit. So I really would like to interview her also on the podcast. So yeah.
That would be dope. Anything possible, you get all of them on the show. I've always been a Mary fan, so that would be pretty.
Exactly.
Right? So
yeah.
So what is the goal for your podcast show, and when audience look to your podcast show, what can they get from it?
So the goal for the podcast, so 2022, I'm looking for bigger things, which is to interview more people, and not just interviewing them, but also giving them that platform that they can also help other people. And so the goal for the podcast is to have new segments on there. So I'm working on one right now, which is called The Takeover. So what I'm doing is I'm inviting people on to literally just, take over the episode. So I'm not going to be there talking with them. They're just going to come up with their own topic, their own, whatever they want to do for that segment, they can talk. And that's the plan right now for 2022. And I'm working on that. So I'm also working on, more episodes throughout the week, because my podcast mainly focuses on Fridays. And so I want to be more diverse, having more shows throughout the week and, creating a space for other people to come and listen, not just on Fridays, but, throughout the week. And so that's the plan for the show right now. That's where I'm at. And yeah, just building a community and building one that we can grow together, work together, and women support women, but men support, having men in the pot too, because many times we talk about women supporting women, but I mean, we have to support every single person. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree. And if you need somebody, I
can come on over, Ken.
that would be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
But also, you're also an author as well. So tell us, like, what made you want to go that route?
Author. That's what you said, right? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, author. Yeah.
So I have a book. It's called Embrace Your Dreams, My Ingredients for Success. So it started in 2017 also. Let's go back to 2017. And it was a summer, and this lady by the name of Rosen Reed, she's from Jamaica. I know her from, tender age. We, go to church and everything like that together. And so she started a group, a Facebook group, and the group was about allowing people to write a book, and it was called Birth That Dream. And so it was a book challenge, and I decided to join. It was free, and it was summer, and I had nothing to do that summer. So I decided, okay, I'm going to join it. And by joining that challenge, I got the book out of it, and I was
nice.
I'm going to publish the book. And it pretty much digs into how we can, the ingredients for success, the ingredients that we need. So some of the stuff that you'll find in the book is, we are in control, right, of the direction that we want. And so I talk about it's just like, driving a vehicle, right? Or learning how to drive. And when you're learning how to drive, you're curious, you're eager, right? And so every single day you're ready to get around the steering wheel and start learning how to drive, because you want to get your own car, you want to go, go on your own, go with your friends and everything like that. And it's that same ingredients that we need to position ourselves and to get to where we are going in life. And so that's what the book entails, and it brings you through a journey of how we can become, more successful in our lives.
Nice. I definitely gotta check that book out. And where can they get the book?
You can get the book on Amazon. So it's on Amazon. You can get it as an ebook, or you can get it as the physical copy. So yeah. So it's called Embrace Your Dreams, My Ingredients for Success.
Nice. And as you know, we are in a pandemic. I guess we're still in a pandemic.
Yes.
So my question to you is, when the pandemic happened, how did it affect you, and what did you learn from it?
So I learned a lot. I learned that you need people around you. So that's one thing I learned from it. And I also learned that there's so many people in this world that are lonely. And the pandemic kind of brought that more out. And it triggers the fact that we work so much that we weren't there for family. So the pandemic allowed us to slow down and allowed us to think about other people around us. So I took so much away from it. But one of the things that I took away from the pandemic is that we go hard. We as a people, we go hard. And when I say that, I mean like every single person was hustling. They were making a comeback for themselves. And so many people quit their jobs.
Yeah.
So many people quit their jobs to start their own business because they realize it's not a fair game in that 9-to-5 job. And I'm not telling anyone to quit their job who's listening, but I'm just saying it opened a more direction for people who wanted to do that. So that's what the pandemic did. But personally, it allowed me to realize that I need family. Family is important. Having people around us is important. And, we can't get through this life without having someone there for us.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I agree with you on also that the pandemic did help everybody to basically find a hustle. And I agree with you on that, because it helped me find my hustle as well, to go harder with the show. Because before I had no mic and everything, but now, everything changed.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like one of those things, we just need something to push us. It's just like, having that spark that can get us going. And I think everybody found that spark throughout the pandemic to push forward and to know that, hey, we can't give up. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree. So let's get back to brighter notes. And Like, what is your dream venture? Like something that you always want to do but you didn't do yet.
Oh my God, what is that? I do have a lot. I'm just there thinking like, you know what? One of my biggest dream that I haven't done as yet is to take a trip around Europe. So that's what I want to do. So I have been thinking about it. I want to take a trip to England. I want to go to Brussels. I just want to take a trip around Europe and just learn more about the country itself and the environment. Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing I haven't done and I want to do. Yeah.
I agree with you on that. I definitely want to do that too. I agree with you on that. And so what other project that you got going on that we haven't spoke about yet?
So we have t-shirts that I launched this year. So it's called For Change. Well, the t-shirts have different phrases on there. So like Live Bold, I have on one of the t-shirts right now. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but this one is the Live Bold. We have them in pink and black. We also have Be Bold, and I'm working on more clothing lines with different phrases for the 2022. So that's what I'm working on right now. And also I'm working on creating another space, an outlet for youths. And so I am working on what we can do to help impact our youths in today's society. And I think because the pandemic happened, many of our youths, they lose interest in school. So, how do we gain that? How do we help them to gain back that interest? Because a lot of them are like thinking they don't have to do school. They don't have to go to school anymore. And they can become YouTubers. And I'm not saying you can't become YouTubers, but at the end of the day, what do you fall back on if that doesn't work? Yeah. And so I want them to think about that. Think about what are you going to do if this doesn't work? If that doesn't plan out, what is your plan B? And so that's my next goal, to create something for the youth to look forward to. So, yeah.
Okay, nice. Looking forward to everything that's about to happen for you. And what they have to say for everybody that's going to stand around you, like, with the podcast, your business, and stuff like that. Say something inspirational.
What I want to say is understanding your sound is going to be different. Understanding that you're not going to be sounding, or you're not going to look, or you're not going to be like every single person around you. But understand that you are unique, that you have a great potential of doing anything you want, understanding that you add flavor to every single day. And it might not be like someone who's famous. It might not be like someone who's captivating the audience right now or is taking their business to the next platform. But you have a space that you can ignite a fire. You can bring people to you. You can bring people to see who you are. So keep pushing, keep pressing. As I said, your sound is going to be different and it's going to be your sound. So remember that.
Amazing. And, before you go, we're going to play a segment game.
Yeah.
We're going to play a segment game called 5 Random Topics. Well, actually 5 random topics, and you give me your response to it. No matter how long or short it is, the answer is.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get into it.
All right. So the first one is, what is your favorite era of music?
R&B. You said R&B, right? Okay. Oh, what's my favorite R&B music?
Well, I would say era, yeah. But I mean, R&B.
Okay. So like what? Okay. I want to say the 90s. Let's say that.
Of course. Yeah. 90s always the best.
Yeah.
Your favorite all-time show?
Martin.
Best comedy ever. I think you probably kind of already answered this already, but one place you wish you could go?
Right now.
But right now.
Right. Let me just say right now, because I've been thinking about this. Disneyland in Florida.
Yeah, one place that have a good one. Yeah, that would be fire. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is going to be from my culture, so it's ackee and saltfish. I'm not sure if you guys ever tried it. No,
I did.
You have. If you have it, I'm telling you, you need to. But yeah, it's my favorite food.
No, ackee is real good. I like it. Ackee is real good.
Yeah.
And last one, who is one person that you want to meet?
One person I want to meet. Oh my God, who is that? When you put one person, it's just like, oh, it's so hard to even choose.
Oh, so you know what? Give me three.
Okay, so I want to meet Oprah. That's one. I would love to meet Erica Campbell. That's two. And the third person that I will want to meet, let's see. I want to put for my number three. I'm just like, who do I want to meet for my number three? Okay, so the third person I would want to meet is, I'll go with someone who is not here. And the only reason why I want to say someone is not here because I would love to pick their brain, and that's Bob Marley. Yeah, I would love to know why, how he got like his music, and they speak so much volume even now in today's day. You listen to one of his songs and you're like, oh my God, like he knows the future and everything was gonna happen, or so I'd like to meet him to pick his brain. Yeah.
Oh, that would be fire. That would be amazing as well. Being Bob Marley. All your choices was good. But Miss Annakay, thank you for coming on the show. It's been amazing talking to you, having you on the show. Keep doing your thing with everything you're doing, the podcast show, your book, and everything. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And you know what? I want to do something for your audience. So I want to give them a free copy of my book and also a t-shirt. So we do have our podcast t-shirts, which is the name of our show on there. So I want to do that. So I don't know what rules you want to put towards it, but let me know and I'll give them a copy of the book and a t-shirt.
All right. We gonna figure that out. We definitely gonna figure that out.
Okay,
but wait, no. Before you go, drop your social media where they could reach you, your book, your podcast, everything. Drop everything. This is your time. Drop everything.
Nice. So the podcast is called For Change Be Bold. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook at For Change Be Bold. My main Instagram page is called Annakay Hutchinson. If you want to follow me on there, you can also visit our website, and it's www.forchangebebold.com. There you can purchase the book, or you can just go to amazon.com and type in Embrace Your Dreams, My Ingredients for Success, and get a copy of the book. You can also go on our website and go to our Etsy site where you can purchase our t-shirts. So we have a few left in stock, which is the Live Bold t-shirts, the Be Bold t-shirts. And as I said, the colors are in black and pink. So you can grab a t-shirt and a copy of the book too. There you go.
Okay, dope. That's amazing. And thank you. And we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. Now, I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and this commercial break is brought to you by Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spinoff Series Thursdays. And Spinoff Series Thursday is the new home for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spinoff Series. That brought to you shows like A Conversation About Music Podcast, The Old School Show, and Date Night Talk Podcast. And A Conversation About Music Podcast is a music spin-off series where we talk about anything music, from the current music scene and the old school music scene, where we interview many guests that's in the music industry and artists about their music journey. We have a segment game called The Face Off, which is a versus inspired game. And we have roundtable discussion about variety of music topics. And y'all can check out A Conversation About Music Podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Now, the Old School Show that featured myself and the star Roddy Rod is a show where we discuss anything old school, from music, TV shows, movies, and many more. We also bring in guests to join in on the old school conversation. Y'all can check out the old school show with myself and the Star Righty Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. Every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And last but not least, we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B, where we talk about anything relationship related topics like love, dating, relationships, cheating, the good and the bad, and many more. And y'all can check out this spin-off series, Date Night Talk Podcast, every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. So look out for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Presents Spin-off Series Thursday, a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday. The Old School Show with myself and the Star Righty Rod every fourth Thursdays, and Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursdays. And y'all can check out Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays for the main series and every Thursday for spin-off series Thursdays. And thank y'all for checking out this commercial break. And now back to your regularly scheduled program. True! I just want to take the time to thank everybody for tuning in to this latest episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Thank you to my special guest, Annakay Hutchinson, for coming on the show. Keep doing the amazing thing with your business. For a change, be bold. And let's continue doing an amazing thing, helping the youth. And like I said, we need more programs like that. And the fact that you are doing that is an amazing thing. So keep doing your thing. And also, everybody, check out her podcast show, For a Change, Be Bold podcast, y'all, on streaming platforms right now. It's a really dope show, catered to all entrepreneurs, y'all. If you're an entrepreneur, please listen to the show, support her, y'all. Also, like I said at the beginning of the show, we have our giveaway from myself and Annakay. We're called the For Change, Be Bold Lifestyle Giveaway. And she would give y'all a free book and a free shirt. You know, and how y'all want to be a part of the giveaway is all y'all have to do is follow Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast IG page and For a Change, Be Bold Podcast IG page. Once this episode airs, screenshot that you listen to the episode, share it on your story, tag both Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast IG page and For Change, Be Bold IG page. And we will be picking two winners. One pick for myself, and the second pick from Annakay. And this is until December 18th. So y'all got a whole week. And we will announce the winners on December 18th. So, yeah, so join this giveaway, y'all. And win get a free shirt and a free book. I wish I could get a free shirt and free book, but I don't think I could participate. So this is for y'all. So y'all need to get on this for real, and have to, get free stuff. And once again, thank you, Miss Annakay, for coming to the show. You know, keep doing the amazing thing. I'm looking forward to everything that you're about to do. If y'all want to see me on the Premier Boy Podcast, check out the Premier Boy Podcast with myself, Mr. Aaron Sands, Star Righty Rod, and Lola, the Chief Mighty Mel. We return with second half of season 2 this Wednesday at 12 a.m. We return with the second half of season 2 this Wednesday at 12 a.m. And we have a special guest on the show. But y'all have to listen to the episode to find out who it is. Also, look out for King Talk with Aaron Sands, my bro podcast show. I'm executive producer of that show. Every other Friday at 12 a.m. King Talk with Aaron Sands. We return with a new episode this Friday, actually, you know. So just support the bro, and we back. Y'all already know where I'm at every Sunday with the Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. We on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Good Pods, and many more. We are not on Spotify at the moment, but once we get back on the platform, we will keep everybody posted. But right now, we are not on Spotify. I repeat, we are not on Spotify at the moment. But next week, though, we got a Christmas episode on Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And originally, this episode was supposed to be a me episode, talk about my favorite things, but I couldn't do this episode alone. So I got some amazing special guests, amazing returning guests. I won't announce who they are until y'all listen to the next week's episode. It's 3 amazing podcasters who are already on my show. Y'all just gotta find out who it is on next week's episode, y'all. Y'all already know Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast presents a conversation about music podcast. We return with new episodes. Second half of season 1, January 2nd, 2022. A conversation about music is back. Check out the first 6 episodes now on Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast Network. And also, Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast presents the Old School Show by myself and the Star Rider Ride. Season 2, January 30th. Season 2, January 30th. We are back. Y'all can check out all of season 1 right now on the Gentleman Like That Podcast Network. Yeah, support the 2 spin-off shows, a conversation about music podcast, and the Old School Show. Also, y'all can rate Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast right now on Good Pods, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. 5-star ratings. The more y'all rate the show, the more people could know about Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast. We need that exposure, so please rate and leave a comment on the Gentleman Like That Podcast. It would mean a lot for me. Please, y'all. Also, I need y'all to join this platform called Good Pods, where they cater to many independent podcasters. Y'all can see what everybody listening to. Y'all, they could rate your show. And basically, it's a good to network with the show. Network with everybody on that app. I am on Good Pods. Y'all can add me, Ken, Mr. Gentleman, right now. And support Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast and the Premier Podcast, y'all. Rate our shows, 5 stars. Network. If y'all want to be on a show, hit me up. We can make something happen. I need more podcast crossover. It would be amazing to work with a lot of amazing podcasters, especially if y'all respect the work that I do. I'm pretty sure I definitely respect the work y'all do. So, let's network, y'all. Everybody listening to that network, and let's just continue to do amazing things. Cause indie podcast, we gonna change the world, y'all. No matter what. And add me a Good Pod, y'all. I appreciate Good Pod for verifying me and just keep supporting the platform. Let's support all podcasters. Yeah, Good Pod, y'all. The website, y'all, check out the website, MrGentlemanLikeThatPocket.com right now. The website is under construction right now, but we should be back up and running in 2022. Also working on a second website as well, so check it out, y'all. And also, if y'all want to be a guest on season 5 of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast, a conversation about music podcast, the Old School Show, even Date Night Talk, which is coming real soon. Y'all can email me, Ken, ypgent@gmail.com. All y'all have to do is send me a bio about yourself and everything that you do to my email, and then we can make something happen. From social media, y'all, Ken _ Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken, Ken _ Mr. Mr. Gentleman, GENTLEMAN. Or you follow me or follow me on every social media platform, y'all. I like to interact with everybody. Let's get it, like network, y'all. That's all that matters. And y'all already know where YPG at every Saturday. Best Saturday party at Todd. 48 with 21st to 5th and 6th. Say premiere at the door. Table reservation only. I repeat, table reservation only. Proof of vaccination. That is the club's rules. That is not my rules. That is the club's rules. Proof of vaccination. And once again, thank y'all for tuning into this latest episode of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast. Have a good day or night wherever you're listening to this episode.
This is Paige from the Badass Fabulous podcast, and you're listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.